Well, hello and welcome to our Illuminate National Challenge 2025 Awards ceremony. I want to begin our event by acknowledging the traditional custodians on the land of which we are gathered on here and pay our respects to elders past and present and recognise that for generations upon generations, they have looked after these lands and looked after the people that have lived on these lands. And we have so much to celebrate and to learn from them. For those who I have not met, my name is Adam. I am the founder and inspirer of Illuminate Education Australia, and it's my absolute privilege, alongside our entire team, to support an incredible group of young people to address the community's largest challenges and activating them to be confident, creative, and capable. For those who have just stumbled upon this online, you are going to be blown away by the amazing things that our students achieve through what they do in the Illuminate Challenge. And this program is one that we really love delivering. We are passionate around helping young people access opportunities like this, and we have always run big programs like this every year as part of our mission to help more young people engage in this type of learning. And it has been amazing to have so many schools involved in one of our final day workshops that we have completed today. Now, I normally run through at this time about where the bathrooms are and where the fire escapes are, but basically it doesn't matter because you are watching this from wherever you are and you know where that is. But I'd love to know if you're able to jump on a chat, put in there where you're joining us from so that I know and we can all celebrate together where everyone is coming from for today's workshop and final presentation. Now, with that said, what I normally do as part of our awards is a bit of a review of what we've worked on, but it's not a week. It's been a bit longer than that. And so we're going to run through what the program has involved as we've gone through all of these things, because the teams have been working on the challenge of preventative health, because we know in our communities, health is a key driver for opportunity, but also it's a barrier in so many places. And we know what that means when we clog up the health system. In our communities, in our places, if you have a good functioning health system in the first place. And so we really wanted our students to tackle this pressing social challenge in our communities and come up with new innovative ways to tackle the problems that they see. And across the whole program, our teams have been working on different initiatives they want to see in place and building them up, building budgets, building pitch presentations, writing out the business case, developing prototypes, and working in teams to overcome challenges as they arise and as they build up. And it's been absolutely amazing. Today, it has been a privilege to be working with the students that we are celebrating today and what they've presented, what they've created, and what they have worked on. And it's been absolutely amazing to see what teams come up with. And like I have connected with every single judge in the last sort of 24 hours that's looked over everything, and they have been absolutely blown away by what teams you have done. But as you know, we're here for an award ceremony, so let's get on with the awards. Now, I feel a little bit weird because I'm normally used to be clapping and cheering. I'm sure it's happening on your end, that I will definitely be celebrating alongside as we go through our awards. Now, part of what we do with our awards ceremony is we celebrate all the different elements that go into the program as well. And so I'm going to be calling out a range of different things that we'll be celebrating our teams for, letting you know what they've done, and then obviously announcing maybe one winner, maybe more. We'll see how we go as we go through. So our first award is for the best written submission. Now, in this, we are celebrating teams that have created a full business case for their idea, running through what's the problem that they're looking to solve, undertaking research to understand the issue in more depth, developing their solution, thinking of what could go wrong and how do we implement it, and then also developing a full budget, how much it costs to start, and a forecast profit and loss statement for 12 months to look at how much it could cost to run and put their idea in place. There's a lot of work in that. That's enough for some of the teams to work through, but the teams have done this alongside a range of other tasks. But to get to what our best written submission goes to, congratulations, Marilara Tense from Mandurah Baptist College. Now, this team, for those who haven't joined us today, they're looking at tackling challenges around eye care in our Kimberley region in WA. So looking at how do we get medical care out into these areas around blindness and preventable diseases in these spaces through tents and through vans to create access to this vital health need in some of our remote regional communities, starting WA, but I know they've got big plans to go further with the idea that they have shaped. So congratulations, Marilara Tents from Mandurah Baptist College. Our next award is for Best Pitch Deck Presentation. Now, this one is all about, a bit like Shark Tank, the teams all joined together, and it's great to have them all come together into this session where they all presented their 4-ish minute presentations, and they got to showcase it to people from the business background, also medical backgrounds as well. And they had some opportunities for some feedback and some reflections, and teams, I've spoken to all those judges in the last 20 minutes, and they've just been so positive and encouraging. They gave you feedback because they wanted you to grow, but they only gave you that because of the amazing work that it had done. And so our judges have awarded our Best Pitch Deck Presentation to Respirakit from Kinross College in Western Australia. Now, this team is looking at COPD, and they've created kits with real-time data analysis and low out-of-pocket expense cost for people to take this on, and looking at an innovative way to support people through this space, and obviously knowing that there are rising health challenges in this area, trying to tackle head-on, how do we help people support them in the home as they go through this. So well done, Respirakit, for Best Pitch Deck Presentation. Our third award is the Best Pressure Cooker Submission. Now, you would think standing in front of judges is a very hard task, and that's probably where the pressure rises. No, we actually got the teams after a screen-free break to come back together and complete a 45-minute timed challenge. And in this challenge, the teams had to deal with the fact, and sometimes, as we know in the workplace, you go to work and you go in with a plan and you don't do any of it because something else happened. Well, the teams had to deal with someone got severely injured. And I must say, we didn't say what it was, and teams, we were blown away. I had to check through just to see what you had chosen, and blown away by the creativity around where those areas could go wrong. But that's the swiftness to improve and innovate within your ideas in that short amount of time. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, 45 minutes to tackle marketing, operations, and finance, but you guys did an amazing job with that. Our judge who's reviewed all that work has awarded Best Pressure Cooker Submission to EchoCare from Erindale College in Canberra. Now, this idea is about supporting in Jindabyne, about 45 minutes south of Canberra, with after-hours care, because there is no after-hours emergency, and so our families clogging up emergency services. Well, this is all about creating a filtering system where families go in, or anyone in the region goes in, registers their medical care, and basically either gets diverted towards wait till the next day, here's someone you can call now, or let's call an ambulance. And they refined that solution to go even further and help check in on patients too, which was really cool to see. So well done, EchoCare, for Best Pressure Cooker Submission. Our next award is Best Marketing Package. While health is obviously something that we see people needing healthcare, they need more and more. Obviously, these ideas are about prevention. And so we want to encourage people to come in a safe, calm, respectable way. And so we need to think about how do we market it. And teams had to do two parts to this. They had to understand who their target customer was, look at the demographic, geographic, and behavioral factors, as well as then the messages they were going to share, and then create 3 pieces of marketing to communicate effectively with their target audience. There is a bit of work in this. Often that creative flair always blows us away. I feel like if we let some of the students let loose on some of our biggest brands, I feel like we'll all be spending a lot more money. But in this space, they made a real impact. But our judges have reviewed it, and they have awarded Best Marketing Package to Hopeline Band from Kinross College in Western Australia. Now, this one, it's a wristband for those with depression, particularly female customers is what they've designed it for. And while it reads your heart and blood pressure, it's about looking for those sort of changes in your mood and swiftly coming through and encouraging you either to exercise or bringing on some music to listen to or vibrations to help calm you down. And so looking at your heart rate and your blood pressure changing and supporting you to basically stay calm and centered. So a really great solution. I can definitely see that's a popular idea. And so well done, our Hopeline Band, for Best Marketing Package. Now, our next award is the Prototype Award. Now, teams were asked throughout the program to create a prototype and have showcased it in a number of different ways, and we kind of grabbed it out where we could and have passed it on to a judge to review, knowing that you have done so much stuff across the program, but wanted to showcase a prototype as well. It's been amazing to see what you have created to basically make your idea real, but there was one that definitely blew our judges away. So congratulations, the Prototype Award goes to Step X from Mandurah Baptist College. Now, this was a social media / fitness platform where you basically jump on there with your friends, set step challenges, keep track of how your fitness goals are, encourage others in that way, and then receive digital rewards as well. It's basically stop mucking around on social media platforms that make us feel bad. This one keeps you healthy and moving. So really well done, Step X, in what you generated. Our judges were absolutely blown away, thought they could start downloading it and paying for it. So you've done an amazing job to take out the Prototype Award. Now, they're all of our judge tasks. There's a lot of stuff the teams have done which goes into the overall best solution awards that are coming up shortly. But I do want to acknowledge that we also asked the students to vote for some awards, and there's 2 that we're going to acknowledge here now. So we keep these a little bit later because obviously going through the process and stressing out and getting ready is one thing, but to look at everyone else and kind of go, wow, that team did an amazing job, that takes something else. And so our first award is Student Choice Best Idea, based on the creative idea the teams were most impressed by. Students, you have voted that the Student Choice Best Idea Award goes to Neuroverse from Erindale College in the ACT. Now, this is a social space for people who are neurodiverse, looking at how to create a safe place that they can feel welcomed, encouraged, but also to be able to connect, because there are so many spaces that are what we would consider social spaces that are quite overwhelming. And so creating this really specifically built safe space in the suburbs of Canberra with grand plans to scale nationally. An incredible idea. I feel like many of us know either ourselves or others that would love to hang out in a space like this. So well done, Neuroverse from Erindale. That's an amazing idea. Our other Student Choice Award goes for Most Feasible Ideas. So this is the one the students believe could get up and running and make a real impact. That's from their perspectives. And so students, you have voted for this to go to the Huddle from Mandurah Baptist College. Now, this is a group that recognises that mental health is a tough thing to talk about. Men's sporting teams, it's probably even harder. But if we can have those conversations within our sporting clubs, that's already a safe place to then have this conversation, and having it around a meal makes it even better. And so they're taking these conversations around positive mental health, bring them around a table at a sporting club and help support the mental health challenges that we have in our community and change them for the better in our regional areas. Our next award is we're up to overall best business. This is incredible. We've gone so quickly through this to celebrate all of these amazing ideas. So teams, all of your tasks are weighted and they all come together towards our overall best solution. And so it's really close across the whole pack. But I must say our third place overall best solution goes to a team that's worked consistently hard and done incredibly well across all of the tasks. Congratulations, third place overall best solution, the score of 74.8. Respirakit from Kinross College in Western Australia. I've already talked about them. They've done an amazing job performing well in a range of different tasks. You have taken out third place overall best solution. Well done. I'll get our next title up because our next award is our runner-up overall best solution. Again, the standard was absolutely sensational across the entire program. This team scored 84.07. But I will let you know, team, it is a difference of 0.05 of a mark between runner-up and overall best solution. Incredibly tight. I don't know if I've seen a score this tight before in like the 14 years we've been running a program, but that just shows how awesome you all have been. Runner-up, overall best solution. Congratulations. Marilara Tents from Mandurah Baptist College. Done an amazing job with what you've presented, consistently a high standard across so many tasks. You have done an amazing job to take that one out. So well done, Marilara Tents. Runner-up overall best solution for this program. Now, before I get on to our overall best solution, there's a couple of thank yous I want to say before I make that announcement. But the other thing as well is that this is not a program where we create a whole heap of awards to celebrate all the teams and try and make it all work. We aren't that type of program. We want to award the success of teams and what they achieve, but also students, I think you would understand this as well as we do. We have seen you all stretch and grow and do an amazing job throughout the program. I know some of you have done it in condensed form. Some of you have done it over an expanded period of time. But all of the ideas that we have seen, you have all performed consistently well. And as you've found your feet and gone through this, you have also stretched and grown so much. And so it's really important to congratulate each and every one of you for what you've achieved. And you will all receive a successful completion certificate because you have completed the Illuminate challenge in what you have done. And you should be really proud of the individual growth that you have also achieved through this process. But I am going to announce our overall best solution, which takes into account the business case, the financial tables, your pitch presentation, pressure cooker, marketing, ideation, solution, checkpoint, your research, all the tasks that you have worked on throughout the program. And teams, with thanks to the partners that help us out, which basically make sure that we can deliver this at no charge. So we're dipping in for this one. We're going to be sending through a preloaded $50 gift card to each member of this winning team, as well as being able to take out the award for our Illuminate National Challenge in Term 3 this year. Overall best solution, congratulations. As I said, it's 0.05 of a mark difference, 84.12. Congratulations, Echo Care from Erindale College. You have done an amazing job. You are overall best solution. Your after hours care app, that should be a thing. That is absolutely amazing. A very specific challenge that puts pressure on our healthcare system. And you have done an amazing job in developing and creating that. So really well done. But amazing Echo Care, but amazing every team for what you have achieved. Actually, with that said, Echo Care and Marilara Tents, we're going to invite you back for our finals date in February 2026, if you can make it. We love to invite our overall and runner-up best teams to come back for our finals day, and you get to compete against the best teams across the country, deliver about 30 programs a year. So there's a range of teams that are invited to come along, and we bring you together in a one-day workshop. We have it in February because the end of the year is a nightmare in all schools, as you would know as well as I know. And so we have that early in the new year as a one-day intensive challenge where the teams build on what they've shown, but also showcase their skills in a fantastic new way. And I believe there's actually quite a few members of the Marilara Tents team that were involved in that group that took out finals day in 2020 for our 2025 cohort that was earlier this year, so 2024. And so I can't wait to see what you can do again in that program. And I think Echo Care, you'll give them a great run for their money. So I think it's going to be fantastic. But as I said, there's a lot that goes into making this happen. As Illuminate, we present this because we want to see students from across the country have access to opportunities like this. And it's been amazing to have these schools involved. And there is another cohort that is going through the program as well that will be celebrated as well. But I just want to thank our entire team at Illuminate for jumping on mentoring calls, to supporting students on Collaborate, answering emails, making sure that we can get you all involved. We absolutely love running opportunities like this. We love being in schools across the country where we can, but also offering this opportunity for students where we can't come in and see you. We still love having you involved. And so I just want to say thank you to my entire team for all that you do. I also want to thank all of the people that have supported through mentoring and judging. We've had representatives from business groups, industry groups, and two universities, especially today, Flinders University and Murdoch University, are great partners. And we love collaborating with those pathways and building out those relationships because teams, you are doing an amazing job. Even though you're in high school, you have done an amazing job. And those organizations, businesses, industry groups, they all want to help you out because you have done so well. I also just want to thank teachers and school leaders for making sure the students can do this. Really appreciate your support in making this happen. Students, if you are with your teachers, otherwise say thank you to them next week. They have helped make sure this opportunity is available to you, and that is absolutely incredible from our perspective to have you involved and to dedicate the time for this. But I must say, the biggest thank you comes to the group that deserves it the most. Students, you have completed our Illuminate Challenge experience. It's a little bit different doing it all remotely, all over the country. all at different times, but coming together today for this session has been absolutely amazing. I have been blown away by all I have seen, and I don't get to judge. I am just impressed by each and every one of you. And with that said, I always give this quote, I think it's on the back of your books as well, but do more of what makes you awesome. I have seen so many incredible things today. Reviewing some of your work in the chance that I could, I'm just blown away by what you've done. And I'm sure in that you have found things that made you feel awesome, whether it's presenting, whether it's running a group, whether it's just being a time manager, guru, just anything that you have done. If there is something that you would like to keep doing that you felt awesome about, we encourage you to please do it. And all of us who have been involved in the program, we want to help out. I know that we all have our different roles and we're all in different spaces, but we would love to help you because you have done an amazing job. And with that said, that is where I'm going to bring our award ceremony to a close. We will be continuing to run amazing education experiences all across the country. We love coming to schools and seeing you face to face, but we will continue running our online program across Australia in 2026 in new ways. We're reviewing, we're reflecting, because we want to have more impact and see more students engage in valuable learning opportunities like this, because we do need more problem solvers in our community. We need more young people who are confident, creative, and capable. And from all that we have seen across the schools involved this year, you have clearly shown that, and we need you to drive change right now. With that said, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time.